Alright, ladies and gents, I greet you all, those who are watching me or those who are drawing along with me. I greet you. Let's quickly look at it. This I think I had about 6, if not 8, if not 7 student or candidate asking about the very same problem. So that is why I was like, let me quickly look at it. So they said task 5, grade 12 EGD, task 5. So let's quickly look at it. So figure 5 shows the front view and an auxiliary view of a rectangular pentagonal prism which is cut by an inclined plane at VT. So it's the cutting plane is what is being dimensioned by VT. So draw the following views of the solid. Draw the given front view, draw the sectional top view, draw the sectional left view, draw the project the true shape of the cut surface. Show all the necessary constructional lines and hidden details. So in this case, they want us to show all the hidden details. So this is it. So if we are not given the cutting plane, I mean the what you call the scale, so you must know what the scale is always 1:1. Should you not given a scale, which means the scale is 1:1. So let us quickly look at it. We are given the front as well as the auxiliary, hence the question said so. You understand? So the very first thing that we have to do is to draw the auxiliary. Okay guys, some of your comments I cannot be able to see them because I'm concentrating on the paper other than on the screen, you understand? So should you ask a question, try to reply each other, you understand? So let's quickly draw. The first thing that we have to do, we are going to draw the auxiliary view. We are going to draw the auxiliary view of a shape of a pentagon. We know the pentagon, it has got 5 corners, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we will have to draw the pentagon because of we don't know this length from here to right there. So let's draw it. Okay, first of all, I will have to figure out the auxiliary pentagon of mine. That is what, okay. So this line is not a vertical. It's at an unknown angle. It's not a vertical. If it was vertical, I was going to rely and be like, it's at an angle of 90 degrees. So it's not at a vertical component, as well as this one unknown angle, this one unknown angle. So let me figure it out. After I figure it out, it will be simple for me. So I'm going to rely to this horizontal XY line. Okay, this is it. Then I just flash it down. Then I have this one. Then now I can extend this line. There you go. So I'm still trying to figure this angle. So then I can take my protractor. This would be my reference of this angle. This is 25, 24, 23, 20. So which means it's actually at an angle of 23 degrees, right? Then I can start. I'll start with the horizontal constructional line. And then from there, just faint line. Then I'll open angle 23, of which is what I figure it out right from the question. This is 0, 10, 20, 30, isn't it? 25, 24, there is 23. There is 23. After I've gotten the 23, then I'm going to have this line finish. So I come back. I want to draw it. I want to draw a pentagon. Let me just take it a little bit back, this camera. A pentagon. So the properties of the pentagon is what? Is 36. So the length of it is 36. The properties is having 5 corners and all the sides are equal. So which means it's 36, which means from here till there 36, 36, 36. You understand? So then I can come, take my drawing compass, open it to what? To 36. This is 35, 36. Right. Then after I've gotten my 36, I come into this point, I mark. So once I've marked here, I can draw it dark. So which means from here till here, I will be like, it's already this one from here till here. You get it? It's from here till here. You understand? So I can easily dimension it. I'll decide to make this point A and the point B. Point A and point B. From A to B is how much? It's 36. It's 36. Are we together? So then if this is 36, then I can simply take my drawing compass and open it. From here till here is 36. I take my drawing compass, open it to 30. 30. Now I place it at point A. Faint now. I strike an arc this side and I strike an arc this side. You get it? Open my drawing compass to 30 and come and place it at point B. Further extend it to point 30. I bisect this arc. I bisect this arc. You get it? So now I can take my my 30mm ruler and join this point. Finish. There you go. So now I'll decide. No, I have to be accurate. Actually, right there, not here. This shadow is actually disturbing me. I want to be accurate. Let me bring back this light just a little bit. Is it fine like this? So that my shadow of my hands doesn't disturb me. So yes. Then you join it faint. Yeah. So now I'll decide to make this one Roman figure 1, this point Roman figure 2. So the time I was having Roman figure 1, Roman figure 2 line. So the line of what? Of AB is actually cutting it at an angle of 90 degrees. So that one is going to be point M. So which means it's actually the center. From here to point M must be the same as from M to B. From A to M must be the same as M to B. You get it? Then from there I can simply take my drawing compass. Okay, before that I will then have the very same line that would be parallel to Roman figure 1 and Roman figure 2. Since it's out of a special angle, I'll have to do this. Use this method. You understand? Use this method. Just give it a little bit of a zoom out, and then now parallel line from Roman figure line to B. Then I have a constructional line. just extend it up. Then after that, take your drawing compass. Now I'm going to place it at point B. Place it at point B. Further extend it to point A. There it is. Then faint is gonna strike an arc that's going to be like this. So once it crosses the line of B, that's going to be my point P. Then I can indicate by an arrow which I strike this arc going this direction. You understand? I strike this arc going this direction. Then from there, what is going to happen now? Take my drawing compass and place it at point M. Further extend it to point P. This is my point P. Place it at M, further extend to point P. Then I strike an arc that's going to be like this. That's going to be like this. Then I can indicate by an arrow again, which this arc was going in a clockwise direction. So that point is going to be my point Q. Right, now I will take my drawing compass, place it at point A, further extend it to point Q, so that I strike an arc going anti-clockwise now. Going anti-clockwise. You get that? Going anti-clockwise. Then now the moment it crosses or cut with the arc of PA, this one. So that's going to be my point. So if I have A, B, that one's supposed to be C. So then I can have this one. There you go. See? So now from C, the moment this arc of AQ being strike anti-clockwise, I can even indicate by an arrow which this was going this direction, anti-clockwise. But then there will be some lot of some other problems or a wet solution that will take this space. So I can just a little bit faint. So now the moment it crosses the line of Roman figure 1, Roman figure 2, M point, this one, that's going to be my point A, B, C. So which means that one has to be D. You get it? So I can now have it dark. You see that your pentagon is coming. That is at a special angle, on its special angle. So now to get point E is supposed to be in the same line with what? With point C. D is somewhere here, isn't it? So now how did you got point C? So you place your compass at point B, further extend it to A, isn't it? You got it like this. So which means do the vice versa. Vice versa of what? Of A to B. Then you strike an arc going anti-clockwise. Then you come back, you place the drawing compass at B, further extend it to point D. Then you bisect this arc of yours. You understand? So now where they are bisecting each other is my point. There you go. It's going to be my point E. Then E back to point A. So I've already gotten my what? My pentagon. My pentagon, which is this one. Which is this one. So in this case, it's going to be an auxiliary. It's going to be an auxiliary pentagon. So now, what is going to happen now? I'm going to take these lines straight up. Let me use this one. These lines at an angle of what? Of 60. At an angle of 60. Which one? This one. This 45, put it aside. Angle of 60. Now I will take these ones. There it goes. This will tally with this. This will tally with that. This will tally with this. This will tally with that. You understand? So if this is angle 60, so which means this one is supposed to be at an angle 30. I'll have to construct these lines at an angle of 30 degrees. So I'll take point E, faint point D, faint point C, faint point B, faint point A, faint. You get it? So we are now going now. Let's go. So now from the auxiliary to the front view, I'll record a dimension of 20 millimeter. So I can, the very last point could be point E. So from E going this direction, I'm going to record 20. Let me see, is it E or D? Yeah, it's E. 20. There's my 20 at my angle 20. Then I'll draw this line that is at an angle of 60 degrees. This one, 60 degrees, which this is my T-square, isn't it? Then 60 degrees. Have it just faint for now, but then it's fine. You can have it dark. Then after that, I can have what now? The length of it, or the height, or whatever I might call it, which is 72. So from here going this direction, so that I get an apex point, I'll record the 72 millimeter. 73, I'm looking for 72, which is that one. Get it. After that, you can just have this one. You understand? So in this scenario, the apex point, it will look like it will be relying at point B. You understand? So this is the only line that will be constructed straight up. There you go. You understand? So from here till there, that's going to be your apex point, isn't it? So which means I can take this one to my apex point. There you go. This one to my apex point. There you go. Point D to my apex point. And C to my apex point. Alright. However, there is a cutting plane concept there. Don't forget. So before we even, because I normally like it to draw the cutted one as hidden. The cutted one is hidden. So we have to consider what now? Consider the what you call the 6 millimeter. That's 6 millimeter. So from here coming this side 6 millimeter. So this is 5, 6 right here. So which means from here till here is supposed to be as hidden. Supposed to be as hidden. As hidden. So now the cutting plane is actually at an angle of 45 degrees. So Where is my set square? Down here. Then from there I can put the 45 degrees now. Remember the 45 from where? Check it. The 45, you open angle 45 degrees, get your reference line. So your reference line is what? Is angle 45, is angle, the reference line of this 45 degrees is that angle 60 degrees. Don't forget that. So which means this is my t-square. I can firstly put, this is my t-square, right? I can firstly put the angle 60 degrees. Then on top of the angle 60 degrees, then I can open angle. Just put it down. I can put angle 45 degrees. Flash it just a little bit down. Just a little bit down. So there it is. You understand? So this is 60 degrees. The 60 is actually lying along your t-square. Your t-square against your drawing board or your drawing table. You understand? This is angle 60. Like this. I firstly put it at 60. Remember we drew this one at 60, isn't it? So now I can just flash it down. Then I put the 45 that they are talking about. Flash it down till at that one. So now I can have the cutting plane. The cutting plane of TV, which is that one, my brother. Which is that. You get it. Right, so I can come back and have this one now. Dark from here to here. Then from here to my apex point, let me have it as hidden. Because it's now an offcut, generally. Understand? So we are told the point E is going to be as hidden. Appears hidden, so you draw it as such. There you go. You understand? Then how about point B? Remember we have A, B, C, D, E. How about B? That goes. We come back. B is dark. B is solid. Everyone. B is solid, my brother. So I can have it solid from here to my apex point, but from here hidden. Drawings training. How about point D? Point D is also hidden right from the given questions, but directing it to your apex point. Right, and then point C is already out. However, you should also draw it as hidden. Excuse me. All right. Right, so we're done with the front view. So what has been omitted, we've already selected it out. So now I'll stick to that point, which is what, which is the point of what, of my cutting plane. So I'll take it at an angle of 30 degrees. Take it towards to. If it was just in a vertical component, we would have called this one top view. Understand? So just take it straight down like this. Let's make it clear now. There it is. Faint. Once it touched there. Once it touched there. Going to give me a point right there. going to give me a point right there. You understand? So that point excuse me, so that point I can decide to give it a name as kx. So it is very much important, that point. It is very much important. So now let's figure out this one, because it is very much important. If you look at your auxiliary view, it has got these lines. Let's figure out the center of our auxiliary hexagon. Where is my drawing compass? Take your drawing compass. Where is it? Not this one, not this one, not this one, but this one. It's now broken. Oh my god. So okay, yeah, okay. So now I'm going to rely to the line of what? Of point D, as well as Roman figure 1, as well as Roman figure 2. This one. So if I place it at point D, just mark here, has to be the same as from E to, which means I have to open it just a little bit. Then if 3, just open it a little bit. Yes. So which means if it was dark, it was going to be dark like this. Let me use free constructional line, because it's going to be cutted. Then D2. This will be the center of our pentagon. So I've used a constructional line. All the lines that I'm drawing them with this color crayon, they're supposed to be drawn as constructional line. Then to point C. There you go. So in this case, that point, it should be good as if it's that apex point of yours. This one in our auxiliary view, it would be good as if it's that one, right? So now, do you see that we have a cutting plane? So this cutting plane, I've decided to dimension it as kx. So which means in our front view, the k as well as the x, they'll be sharing the same point. You understand? So point D, it will be down here. Point B, it will be down there. Remember, there it goes. Then point E, it should be here. And point A, it will be there. You get it? So let's firstly complete the auxiliary, or the what you call the top view, if I may call it like that, because we have to show the cutting plane, this cutting plane in this view. You understand? This line from here till there. You get it? Then from there, what is going to happen now? I'm going to have this point. Okay, from here till here we said is 20 millimeter. Let me divide that. Let me divide that to get what? 10 millimeter. 10 millimeter, so that then from there I can get this line that I'll call it a ZZ. Very much important. Very much important. You understand? Right. Then from there, what is going to happen? So if I have an a point C there, now from the C I'll be having a K. I want to move from here till there, which means from K to X without fear or favor has to be dark. Has to be solid dark, which is from here till right there. So which means again, this KC, this XC, KC has to be in hidden. Has to be in hidden. It's not there. So has to be hidden. So I'll draw it as such. Hidden.